The big news this week is the official turning in the media that they all admit now that Trump is winning and will win. We tried calling him a dictator. We tried warning everyone. We tried framing him with these lawsuits. And now he's going to win. Welcome to Doug in Exile. These are the good times, people. Take the victory lap. Here's an example of a couple of headlines. This is USA Today. Trump leads Biden in new 2024 presidential poll. Here's the Hill. Biden job approval hits new low. Trump takes lead in hypothetical 2024 matchup. Wall Street Journal poll. These are mainstream, big, even liberal polls are saying it. Trump's going to win. And then these kind of headlines, which are warnings made to spook you. Fears of a NATO withdrawal rise as Trump seeks a return to power. Current and former European diplomats said there was growing concern a second Trump presidency would mean an American retreat from the continent and a gutting of NATO. Good. I'm for that. Here's a vote that NATO just conducted where they asked for a ceasefire in Israel fighting against Hamas. I think Israel should keep going against Hamas, but here's the vote.
I will now submit to the vote the draft resolution. Those in favor of the draft resolution in document S/2023/970, raise your hand.
Look at this. Look at all those hands up. Okay, those are all NATO. All their hands went up. They wanted a ceasefire. They're all, Israel, go easy on Hamas. Ceasefire right now, because they're all anti-Semites, all of them at the UN. They always have been, and that's why we should be gutting them. And then here's the rest of the vote.
En contra. Against.
That's US, the one vote against. So I don't know who this guy is, who Biden put out there, or if Trump put him out there, whoever put this guy in there, he opposed the ceasefire. And this is on Al Jazeera television, just so you guys know. They're freaking out right now because they're also anti-Semites. Here we go.
The result of the vote is as follows. 13 votes in favor, 1 against, 1 abstention. The draft resolution has not been approved due to the veto of a permanent member of the Security Council.
That's because the U.S. runs the world. Good thing in this case. Donald J. Trump has made it clear that he sees NATO as a drain on American resources by freeloaders. He has held that view for at least a quarter of a century. As president, he repeatedly threatened a U.S. withdrawal from the alliance. Remember, he also got all of the other members, cheapskates like Germany and France, who were not paying into NATO, the actual military defense fund. Trump flat out said, you will pay or we're pulling out. And so they paid, right? So he actually ended up bolstering the UN forces. Trump did that. That's why Trump's appeal is so correct. It is so dead on. You have to believe that he's crazy enough to pull out of NATO in order to save NATO. All right. And that's very smart. Trump does that tactic all the time. He will walk away from it. And you have to believe he will walk away. You have to believe he will launch a missile on you so that you'll behave. And here's more headlines on Trump's near inevitable win. Trump takes 2024 lead as Biden approval hits new low. Wall Street Journal poll finds Washington. President Biden's political standing is at its weakest point in his presidency, a new Wall Street Journal poll finds, with voters finding his lowest job approval markings and favoring Donald Trump for the first time in a head-to-head test with a likely 2024 presidential matchup. This is going mainstream now. We knew it all along, okay? You and I knew he was doing well all along, but now the media is done playing games and pretending like he's losing, and now they're all admitting he is winning. Biden lags behind Trump by 4 percentage points, 47% to 43% in a hypothetical. And finally, here's Politico throwing up its hands in a tantrum. Politico's anti-Trump Republicans. The Stop Trump effort has been abysmal. Politico, he's gonna win. You didn't do it, guys. Let me know what you guys think is the next move of the left to try to get Trump, because these lawsuits aren't working. We're going to vote on them. They can't take them off the ballot. I'm Doug in Exile.